What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Max and we're doing lesson 5 of using Fusion 360 for practical 3D printing. You might be wondering why we're looking at a ceiling fan, but today's project is 3D printing this custom bezel for your ceiling fan so that it fits perfectly in the peak of your ceiling. Guys, this is lesson 5. If you haven't seen the first 4 lessons, I highly recommend you go back and watch them because these all build on each other. Okay, so a couple of the tools we're going to do in this lesson is constructing a plane at an angle, and split body. Because this bezel or shroud is up in the ceiling, I'm not going to show the measurements that I did, but I will try to show as much as I can as far as how I came up with some of these measurements. The first thing we're going to do, like always, is pick a spot and make a sketch. I'm going to make the main diameter, and I came up with 190.5, and that's kind of the smallest for me to be able to get to where I can kind of cover up some of the sheetrock work the previous bezel cut into. All right, let's extrude this out. Something else I wanted to show, I actually took one of these measurements in inches because I just used a tape measure. So I did 2.5 inches, but I can do times 25.4. So you can kind of put your formula in there and it'll automatically convert it from inches to millimeters. Okay, now we're going to do the shell. We've used this before. Just click that top surface. We're going to do an inside thickness of 2 mil, and there we go. So as you can see, the ceiling fan shaft has to go through the bottom of this. So we're going to now make a sketch for a hole in the bottom that is 42.8 millimeters, and that gives us just enough room to fit the shaft and the little ball on the end of the shaft through this hole. Okay, let's extrude that out. Just click on the bottom, cuts it right there. Boom. Once the shaft goes through, on the bottom, supplied with the ceiling fan, is a little ring that's going to cover up the screws that hold this shroud on. The original shroud was the same way. So we're going to cut some slots in here so that we have a little bit of flexibility as far as how this is going to fit into the ceiling. It'll make more sense once we cut our angles to match the ceiling. Create a sketch, and I'm going to do this, it'll make sense as I start doing it. So I'm going to make a circle that is 61.6. Then I'm going to make another circle that is 51.9. Next, I'm going to use something else we haven't covered yet, which is construction geometry. So I can just click this construction button now that it's highlighted, and I can make some construction lines on here that aren't going to be, they're only going to be used for reference, if that makes sense. So I can use it to constrain things too, but it won't actually, I won't be able to like extrude it or do anything three-dimensional with it. Okay, let's make another one. So I'm going to give these a distance away from the origin of, I don't know, let's say 18. And I'll do the same on this one. And that's because here in a second we're going to do an arc, and I want something to be able to constrain against. 3-point arc. I can click here, then I can click right here along the line, also on this circle, and then I can do this. Now, we're still using the construction geometry, so I can just click on that construction line, click that, boom, now we have a real line. So I'm going to do the same thing 3 more times. Okay, so there's the basic shape of our slots that we're going to cut in here. we can go ahead and extrude these out. Just like that. And then I should be able to fillet these corners that didn't turn out quite right. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to go with 2.3. Okay, so now we have some slots here. That outer little beauty ring or whatever is going to cover all this up, so it doesn't have to be perfect, but this gives us just a little bit of flexibility. Okay, so now we're going to construct a plane. And just like when you select a sketch, you have 3 planes you can choose from. We can make another plane that's offset from one of these 3. So hit offset plane. I'm going to click this bottom one, which is dead even with the bottom of our body here. And then I'm going to go up the same amount that we extruded that. So it was 2.5 times 25.4. And now that's even with the top. And then we're going to use some construction geometry again. So create a sketch on our new plane. And then I'm going to just draw a construction line right through the middle of this. And just to make sure, we're going to make this line coincident with the origin. Okay. Okay, so doing some quick math on the ceiling by measuring the height of the ceiling and the distance across it, we find out that our angle is 143 degrees. So that means we have 37 degrees left over, divided by 2 is 18.5 degrees on each side that this needs to pitch down so that it'll match the pitch of the ceiling. So now we're going to construct a plane at an angle. And to do this, we want to click this line we just made, and then I can say 18.5. So let's see what that looks like so you can kind of see how it's going to do it. And then we're going to do another one using that center line. Oops. And negative 18.5. Does that look right? Yep. Okay, we're almost done. So now that we have these 2 planes cutting at 18.5 degrees, we can use a new tool, which is split body. And so when you do split body, it says body to split. So we're going to select our main body here. And then the splitting tool, we're going to select one of these planes that we just did. And you can see how it's going to cut and hit OK. So now if you look up here, we have 2 bodies now. And if I hide one, you can see that's the one that we just cut. Okay, now to do the other side, we're going to do split body again. Make sure you select this body and not this other one. And then there's our plane and hit OK. Now, I could just hide these, and when I export this, it would export it like that, but I really don't need these bodies anymore. Okay, there we go. Now I can go to construction. I can hide these 2 planes. We can also go to sketches and hide that sketch. And now you see we have our design here. So this is another practical thing that you can 3D print that'll be useful for your house. Okay, we're not going to show the 3D printing and bamboo slicer on this one because we just import it in this orientation, no supports, just print it, and then the installation is the same as what a normal bezel would be. So that's kind of all we got today, guys. As always, if you liked this, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit the like button. That stuff really goes a long ways. If you want to drop a comment, that's cool as well. Hit up our website, check out some merch. We'll see you guys next time.